You queued 50 images in Midjourney and watched the clock tick for an hour, while Flux spat the same batch out in under 2 minutes. Midjourney is the closed garden artist's tool, and Flux is the open weight speed engine. And one of them fits your workflow, and one doesn't, so let's figure out which. Test 1. Output quality. You've probably spent real money on a subscription, handed a client a batch of images, and had them come back asking why everything looks a little off. The leaderboard ELO score is the clearest proxy I've found for that feeling, and both tools have a number you can actually look at right now. I pulled the Artificial Analysis Community leaderboard, and here's what I got. Flux 1 Pro sits at 1155, ELO Midjourney V6 sits at 1100, so Flux edges it by 55 points. Though these are community-reported scores from a single source, so take them as directional, not gospel. Flux takes output quality, and I didn't expect that, because Midjourney has this reputation for being the aesthetic king, but the data puts Flux on top. That's 1-0, Flux leads. I live inside these tools every single day. So gaps like that 55 ELO difference stop being abstract pretty fast. Drop a comment below if the quality gap has ever cost you a client. Test 2. Generation speed. You're running a content pipeline that needs 500 images by end of day, and your tool takes 60 seconds per image. That's 8 hours of pure waiting, not prompting, not editing, just watching a spinner. And the speed gap between these two is the number that determines whether that pipeline is even possible. Put the numbers side by side and it gets pretty wild. Flux. Match Schnell on an A100 GPU generates a 10K 24K Sony E24 image in roughly 2 seconds. Midjourney's cloud takes roughly 60 seconds. And yes, those are different hardware setups, but the gap is so massive that even accounting for that, Flux is around 30 times faster per image. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. Flux wins generation speed, and it's not subtle. 30 times faster is a workflow level difference, not a spec sheet footnote. 2-0, Flux. Test 3, pricing and credits. You sign up for the $10 a month Midjourney plan, burn through your 200 images in a week, and suddenly you're staring at an upgrade to $120 a month just to keep working at pace. So the real question is whether Flux's per image pricing actually saves you money once your volume starts climbing. I ran the math on both tiers. At entry level, Midjourney's $10 for $200 images works out to 5 cents per image, which is exactly what Flux Pro charges on Replicate, so the entry price is dead even. But once you scale up, Midjourney's $120 plan gets you roughly 1-800 fast images at about 0.067 each, while Flux stays flat the whole way up. Okay, so the entry-level tie is real, and if you're generating under 200 images a month, Midjourney's subscription actually makes sense because you get the full creative suite bundled in. But the moment your volume climbs past that, Flux's flat rate pulls ahead and just keeps getting cheaper relative to Midjourney's per image cost. Flux takes pricing because its flat rate per image doesn't inflate as your volume grows, while Midjourney's subscription model gets more expensive per image the harder you push it. 3-0, Flux. Alright, so Flux is ahead on 3 straight dimensions, but there are still 2 tests to go, and one of them is the exact thing Midjourney is most famous for. Style control and platform access are up next, and if you've ever built a character-driven content series, the style control result could genuinely change which tool you reach for. Test 4. Style control and consistency. You're producing a comic series with a recurring character. You generate 30 panels, and by panel 15, the face has drifted so far, it looks like a different person. That kind of drift is a broken workflow. Full stop and native character reference support is the feature that stops it from happening. I had to run through this twice to be sure. Midjourney V6 has a native CREF flag for character reference, and a ASRF flag for style reference, both turnkey, no setup required, while Flux Dev has LoRa fine-tuning, which is genuinely powerful, but requires real technical chops, and there's no native CREF equivalent at all. Midjourney takes style control, and this is the one area where the walled garden pays off, because CREF is a genuinely unique turnkey feature that Flux just doesn't have out of the box. Score is 3-1, Flux still leads. Test 5, platform availability and limits. You want to wire an image generator directly into your app, you go looking for the API, and Midjourney has none, 0, so you're stuck generating inside Discord and manually pulling outputs, which means your automation pipeline just died before it started. I looked at both setups side by side. Flux is open weight on Hugging Face, available via API through Replicate and Black Forest Labs directly, and you can self-host the whole thing, while Midjourney is Discord and web only, no public API, and that's a design choice, not a temporary gap. So beginners get a friendlier UI, but builders hit a hard wall. Flux takes platform access, and this one wasn't close. Open weights plus a real API versus Discord only is a massive structural difference for anyone building anything. 4-1, Flux wins the series. So here's where Midjourney is genuinely better. Native. CREF and ASRF mean character and style consistency are turnkey. No technical setup, no LoRa training. The Discord community and curated aesthetic give you a creative feedback loop that's hard to replicate, and for non-technical creators, it's just a friendlier place to work. And here's where Flux is clearly better. Generation speed is roughly 30 times faster per image, which changes the math on any high-volume workflow. Open weights and a real API mean you can build it into any pipeline, and the per-image pricing stays flat no matter how hard you push it. If you need turnkey character consistency and a curated creative experience, pick Midjourney, but if you need speed, open access, and flat-rate pricing that doesn't punish volume, Flux is the obvious call, and the 30 times speed gap plus open API are the kind of advantages that compound every single day you're building. One thing the docs don't spell out, Midjourney's unlimited slow mode has a soft cap that throttles when servers are busy, so your monthly allowance can shrink during peak hours without any warning in the UI. Now, if Midjourney's style control is what's keeping you on the fence, you'll want to see how it stacks up against another strong contender, so check out Ideogram versus Midjourney. It's right up next, and it answers exactly that question.